2 WPC
好的，各位欢迎回来，这里是女。
Welcome back, alright. It's now time for game number 2 between Orange Esports and Invictus Gaming. Orange Esports absolutely destroying IG in game 1. It was an uncharacteristically bad performance from IG and a really good performance from Orange, not to take anything away from them. They had a well-executed strategy. They played it perfectly from start to finish, and we're going to see if they can do any more of the same in game number 2. IG, they need to get their shit together. They need to bounce back, and, well, to see if they do. Joining me once again is going to be Slash. How you doing, Slash?
I'm doing well. I'm hoping we get to see not the one-sided game like the one before, but Orange are showing great promise. Like, I'm happy for them. I'm happy, especially for Winter, because hasn't really had that much international success yet. So at least I hope that Orange qualifies the playoff stage for his sake. So
this is really good practice for the SEA qualifiers, because like this is.
I think so. Yeah.
They're in China for like 4 or 5 days. They have 4 days in a row where they play all 10 of their best of 2s. And then they go back and play like the SEA qualifiers for TI the day after. So they'll be in really good shape in theory.
I like the Orange team. It's a young team. They show great promise, and yeah, it's hope they can go far.
Yeah.
And IG banned out 2 of the heroes that Orange picked last game, so they're banning out the Invoker and they're banning out the Centaur.
Yep.
So yeah, I mean, in before Trent first pick, but. That would kind of be really funny if Orange just say, okay, fine, we got a first pick Trent. What you gonna do, man? We have a tree.
Yeah. It's possible. Oh, Lycan's still in the pool. That's the big hero left in the player. So Trent's a good hero against Lycan in general. So is a possibility for sure.
Yeah, it's just a really strong hero overall. Doesn't matter if it's Radiant or not. I think Lycan is just overall. You actually really go for a tree.
Tree and Ember. We're going to see another Ysera Ember Spirit.
Yeah, it's just a good combination, I suppose. They are comfortable playing the Trend Protector, and RG's low. Actually, Lycan is one of his favorite heroes, as far as I know. So he might actually perform really well on the Lycan. He does a good job playing Lycan overall.
Yeah.
There are a few heroes he plays really well. Actually, he plays a really good Brewmaster. But then again, you have 2 other players in the team who play good Brewmasters. You have YYF, you have Ferrari. So he doesn't really get to play the hero that much.
Yeah, there is a bit of overlap with some of the heroes and players, but we'll see what they go here with their second pick and where they look to head with this draft. But
probably just support, I think. Yeah. Just keeping options open.
Sand
you don't really want
the Sand King, but
yeah. Well, I hope we see a more active Sand King this time. Then if they do pick it,
I'd love to see like the Enchantress type support here for Chuan, but they get Dazzle for now. Get something like that can just have early game presence. Like, even if Chuan's doesn't have like a support duo, you can still gank lanes even as a solo Enchantress, whereas solo Sand King, you kind of struggle to actually gank lanes on your own. But Enchantress, you can have a much higher impact in the early game without like an actual support pair.
Yeah, it's Dazzle though is still also a really, really good pickup. It's a very versatile hero. He scales incredibly well into the late game. And just overall, I think he's great and definitely one of the premier supports to this patch. So once again, the Mirana ban, which I don't know, I don't really agree with it. I don't think Mirana is such a strong. I know she has a really high win percentage, but I think most of it is not due to the hero just being incredibly good. So,
but Mirana's like in 6.80, Mirana was like 60% win rate over like one of the most picked heroes. At some point, like, you get picked enough, like, it's not because the heroes, it's not just because of, like, random chance. Like, at some point, it is because the hero is really strong, though.
Yeah, I just
don't versatile.
Think she's versatile. That's the biggest asset of the hero. You can run her both as a support and as a core. You can run her mid and as an offlane, I suppose. Not many people are running her as an offlane recently, but it's still a good, I don't know, the hero it doesn't really do much. Like early game is completely about spell damage most of the time. It doesn't. She doesn't farm particularly well. She's not a hard carry. And if you run her as a support, if you do not manage to hit the arrow, this hero is just a right-clicking creep. So that's everything. Because most support players who play Mirana do not skill Starfall because they think they don't have the mana pool for it. So, but the hero, if you don't hit an arrow, if you don't have setup, the hero is just not very good. So
yeah, I feel you have to have the setup, and that's where even like a level 1, level 2 Mirana with a setup for arrow can have a huge impact, but you've got to have the setup to go with it. So. Yeah, we won't be seeing Mirana this game anyway. So the Enchantress I mentioned gets banned out by Orange Esports as well. So no Puck, no Enchantress. IG going to be interesting to see exactly what they look to go for here. They'll be kind of put off going for like an all-in push against the Ember Spirit. Sleight of Fist very annoying to push into, and you imagine Orange will get some additional counter push as well with this third pick of theirs.
Okay, that's nice. That's an interesting pickup. Yeah, Witch Doctor. I mean.
It's annoying as hell.
It's annoying as hell. It's really good against stuff like Lycan, who's always running around with his 2 summons next to him. And it's a very popular pick. And I think they picked Weaver. I think Orange are going to pick Void. It's just overall the Witch Doctor Void combination seems to be very, very
Their
popular.
Trialing will just have like no killing power there is my main issue. Like Witch Doctor Treant plus Void, like that's such a weak lane. Oh, I guess Treant actually gives you some good killing power, but
yeah, it's not great by any means. Maybe they're not going to pick that. I'm just saying Void because teams tend to pick the Void once they go for the Witch Doctor. So then again, Void isn't great with Ember Spirit, so that's true. Maybe we just see a very standard carry instead, or we see Ember Spirit safe lane again and have another mid hero.
Yeah, Ember Spirit safe lane, not the worst idea, but
no, it's a good thing to do. I mean, the Slark's still in the pool, but Sox really wants to get his hands on it.
Yeah.
So I don't think. Slark is actually surprisingly good against Weaver because you go into Shikuchi, but if you're already leashed on, you can't really get away from him. So Slark is still definitely a viable pick here.
With the Weaver pick, it does make IG's lanes a bit more interesting too, because like, is the Weaver going mid? Is the Lycan going mid?
They go Axe. Wow.
This is kind of cool. Like you've got the Witch Doctor and Treant with double heals in theory, so Axe is a pretty scary pick.
Nice. Yeah, Darkseer is a good pick. This time I would actually agree with the Darkseer pick. Yeah, it's good against Trent to remove his armor. And it synergizes well with Iron Shell on Lycan Wolves and stuff like that. So
even on Weaver can be pretty powerful. So
yeah. So Darkseer this time they should probably pick something to combine with it. They already have a ranged support hero in the. Well, how are they going to lane this then? I'm currently thinking because if picking the Weaver, that could be a solo mid Weaver, I suppose.
Some teams run Lycan mid as well. Like that's occasionally seen, but I think more likely it's Weaver mid.
Oh, they need one more support anyway, so they might actually go. I would like to see them go Earthshaker. It would be pretty cool. Or they might. Sanking's still.
Sanking's still there, yeah. Sanking's always just so good here, but we'll see. If they're worried about an Orange Esports offensive tri-lane, maybe they want to get like a third ranged hero to go with like a Dazzle Weaver tri-lane and put like Lycan mid, but
they lack some combination though. They don't have any disable so far, really. They have Dazzle Poison Touch and Darkseer Vacuum. That's kind of poor. They really need some disable.
Yeah, that's where Sanking Earthshaker is probably good.
Yeah, otherwise, how are they going to kill the Ember Spirit? They have no chance of killing the Ember otherwise.
Yeah.
If they don't have lockdown. Suppose they could go Shadow Shaman, but I don't know. It doesn't combine well with the Darkseer, and you already have another squishy here in Dazzle, so
yeah.
They still have the options open. Orange, they still have probably one more one more core hero, definitely. One that is able to solo up the lane, I think. So
they haven't got a good offlane unless they're going to be running like this offensive tri-lane with the Axe.
I think they're offensive tri-lane with the Axe. Ember Spirit could be mid or safe lane, and then just need one more laning hero. So
I think Ember Spirit struggles a bit against Darkseer 1v1, maybe. I don't know if you'd want him there.
Yeah, true. Like, who are they going to pick for that? They need one more laning hero for sure. It's
a lone druid type hero, almost. I don't know.
Lone druid. Suppose wouldn't be bad. It could definitely counter the Lycan push on the other lane.
Yeah.
it's okay. I think with Axe Taunt, they probably want something, maybe. I don't know.
Like a
I've no
follow-up
idea what
AoE
they're gonna
combo
go.
kind of
Yeah, possibly.
thing. Ooh.
Okay. I think this is a solo safe link Clinks then. Solo safe link Clinks, they go aggressive try and Ember Spirit mid.
Yeah. We'll see what IG
Kings
look to do to
is
respond to this. And
Kings is pretty nice. Like if he gets a good start, he can just solo kill almost every hero from IG
Yeah.
apart from the Lycan. So Dazzler and Weaver just gonna get wrecked by the Orchid, and we still do not know which lane this Weaver is gonna go, because he could go safe lane, you could put him mid. Weaver is actually not a bad mid hero. He's actually quite good. You can also run him off lane, I suppose, but
I don't think they want Lycan against the Trylane. I think they may want to put Lycan mid against the Ember Spirit. I think that's the easier lane for Lycan. Weaver can actually fight the Trylane a bit better, but
they go Enigma?
that's really greedy.
I do not know if the Enigma is such a good pick here. They don't have too much against Black Hole, I suppose, but like Eidolons and stuff, it just makes Axe spin a lot more. And I think with the aggressive lane and you could get a jungler against an aggressive tri lane, they can just, I don't know, go hunt you in the jungle. I think I don't know. Enigma could work out really, really nicely with the push that they have, but it also could backfire heavily. So
yeah,
we'll see how the Enigma pick works. I really like the hero, so it's nice to cast an Enigma game. But it can, if they manage to disrupt the early game of the Enigma, I think Orange are gonna be in a really good shape, because it's a greedy lineup. Like they have one support essentially, and Dazzle. Enigma's gonna jungle, and so they have 4 farm dependent heroes, while Orange, Witch Doctor, and Trent are just gonna be supporting, and all the resources are gonna be pulled into Clinks, Axe, and Ember Spirit, I suppose. So
all right,
we'll see how it goes. Winter on the Axe. That'll be interesting to see. Macho Man.
All right, we'll hop ourselves in the game
and too good.
See what the two teams have planned here. It's gonna be IG starting off the Radiant side. We'll see YYF. It seems IG may be want to dodge the Trylane, because YYF's heading down bottom on the Dark Sea here, possibly just to take one for the team.
Okay. Oh, that's interesting. They're actually going for 5-man smoke early. Like,
okay.
I think Ferrari is shikuching forward, like just to put on the one wall, because they know that Orange is definitely gonna go into the safe lane and try to plant on one. But they're gonna dodge. They're gonna dodge the lane.
Ferrari's going off lane, it looks like, with Lycan mid. Lycan's being pulled some regen, and
And Faith is going aggressive jungle, I think.
Yeah, I think you've got to completely dodge this, and we'll see how Orange look to respond to this. The lane
not particularly easy to do, though. I mean, they already put down one ward that blocks the camp. But yeah, the one early ward placed by Ferrari completely spots the movement of Orange. So I have another one that blocks the big camp. So Enigma is going to be stifled for sure. I think he might. Yeah, he's probably the first conversion is going to be on mid lane to deny creep, and
the battle begins.
Then he's going to move into the jungle, I think.
Well, Orange seem to realize what's going on, because they're not even going for the offensive Trylane. It seems Winter's just going to be solo the offlane against Darkseer.
Darkseer against Axe solo? I think Darkseer still comes out on the head, though.
Yeah, I agree.
Axe early game just cannot tank the Iron Shell damage, so...
Yeah, and you can't kill the Iron Shell creep fast enough.
Oh, I think they're gonna go for first blood on mid lane. It's a Lycan mid, so... He was actually going Feral Impulse on level 1? Really?
What? I've never seen that before.
Well, that's the first.
He gets plus 8 damage, I guess. But normally you just go Howl. That's plus...
Just go Howl and have...
Plus 20 damage.
Exactly. If you go Howl, you just go 20. I mean, the early deny by the Enigma, though, was really good, because that means the creep wave came back, so you couldn't get first blood at mid.
Yeah.
That was actually a really nice thing to have.
Maybe it was a misclick from Lua. That's all I could think, because you go Wolves sometimes for the scouting, or you go Howl. Like, I've never seen a Feral Impulse level 1 on Lycan until today.
Yeah, well, there's a first for everything, I suppose. And now he goes Howl. Are they dual laning, really?
It seems like it. Cars coming in, Searing Chains. Lua taking a lot of damage here from that one. Does have the Stout Shield and plenty of Tengos, but...
He doesn't have the South, so I think it's some cheap harassment there from Orange. And so dual lane top against the solo safe lane Clinks, and
they can't really do much to Clinks. Like Weave and Dazzle, like they've no lockdown, they've got no way to harass him really. Like Clinks will have a fine time up here, I imagine.
Yeah.
They've got Dust, actually. Dust early on Ferrari, so they actually do want to have the option to go for a kill.
Yeah. It's Winter is not going to have a fun time bot lane, though. Solo against Darkseer, against double Iron Shell as an axe. He's doing fine right now, but it just gets harder once Darkseer just gets dual level 2 Iron Shells up. So he's going to chew through his region really, really.
Enigma's going Ancient?
Ancients.
What?
That's so not gonna work.
This is so... like, level 1 Eidolons do not tank. There, he just lost all his Eidolons. Oh no, he got the double... Okay, never mind. He got the double.
He's still not gonna kill anything.
Yeah.
He kills the small dragon and that's it.
The big black dragon has 6 armor. Like, that thing's so damn... 6 armor, 2k HP. What are you thinking? You have your own jungle. You got 2 jungle camps. Farm these.
It's got splash attacks, so... yeah.
That was...
Eidolon's not particularly fun. I don't know.
I don't know how to explain that one.
I don't either, I suppose. And this Insidious, look at Insidious C. It's just a tree parked in the mid lane, basically.
Yeah, the lane pushes out, you're in trouble. So
he already took two tower shots, but hey.
He's a tree, he doesn't mind. He'll pop a leech seed soon and be back to full HP.
Yeah,
So Enigma's gone top. He needs to, I mean, level 1 Eidolon's just not that, or conversion's just not that scary. He needs to get them leveled up before he can actually farm the jungle just that little bit faster.
Overall laning stage, I mean, it's just Ember Spirit has free farm. Klink's farm is really stifled because he didn't have this support early game, so it's not particularly easy to lane against a Weaver.
Yep.
Who can just constantly hit you and run you down with Shikuchi. If you're going to Invis, you can't last it, so...
All the lanes really weird, like, this top lane...
Yeah.
Not conventional. Darkseer versus Axe 1v1. Very weird lanes.
Winter is going full man mode though.
Yeah. We've been seeing more and more of this Axe build. Ooh, first play at the top lane, they've killed the Witch Doctor.
Yeah, it's just one good rotation there from Faith. He actually has level 2 Malefice, so... And with the Howl damage, it was just an easy kill.
He's being hunted a bit by Shox here, as Shox going to make his way towards the top rune. The Treant's coming in as well. No boots on Insidious, though.
Double damage.
Ooh, double damage Treant. That's everyone's worst nightmare, apart from Treant. Actually caught Lure here with the Searing Chain. Lure.
Yeah, he's running down to the bottom.
He's got to avoid the Treant.
Yeah. It's too scary otherwise. Hold on, there's someone at the door. I'll be back in a sec.
Okay. Well, for YYF, he's actually getting outlast hit by Winter here. So you talk about this matchup being Darkseer favored. Well, Darkseer is just straight up not winning the matchup for now. The top lane Weaver, 22 CS, is outlasting the Clinks by a good margin here. The Dust also just kind of instills fear in this Clinks, forces him to play pretty safe and defensive. TP rotation again. Faith wants to come up here. He's got level 2 Malefice, and with the Howl, that's a lot of killing potential. Still very weird stuff from IG. And we will see Lure ready to go with the Howl, so if they can catch up Clinks, they will go for this kill. And the T1 tower is under pressure now. There's a glyph up though, so if they want to stall this push or try and defend this, they can do so. But it's going to go down regardless. Not even really worth using the glyph perhaps.
Dire's top tower.
So that goes down. Meanwhile, bottom lane. That's where Orange are looking for the trade. They're bringing in multiple heroes here to try and maybe find a kill on the Darkseer, but Darkseer's sitting back, hugging his tower. Not going to be giving away too much. The Ysir at mid, he's actually up there with the top CSs. It's really, like, no one's really pulling ahead as far as farm goes. IG get the first tower, which is a nice little boost to them as well as having the first blood, but here come the supports again from Orange. Sharky and Insidious looking to help out and make something happen here in the mid lane. Ysir going for a 2-1-2 build now. Probably going to max the Flame Guard. We see you have to go for the you have to get the 2 points in the Searing Chains now to get the good value out of it. As we will see, even Ysir rotating up top. All good, Slash. Oh, I hear you, but come be back with me in a second. Oh gosh, that Korea. Careful. But yeah, I'm still surprised. This Darkseer is just not doing as well as I thought he'd do against the Axe. Axe was actually ahead on CS for a while, but Darkseer's now caught up and pulled ahead by a little bit. But Winter's done fine in this 1v1 matchup.
Yeah, apologies, I'm back.
That's okay.
It's already not too much action going on. So
no, they pushed down they pushed down the T1 tower was the main thing. The T1 top going down to the Enigma push. Now Enigma's rotated bottom to go for a push down here.
I think it's okay with the way the game's going. I mean, IG is able to farm up on their cores, so
Dire's bottom
it's
tower
okay.
is under
And
attack.
Axe is still 1k gold away from his Blink Dagger, so he's not going for Battle Hunger at all. He's going for Call and Spin. Or what's it called? Counter Helix. Yeah. Okay,
Dire's
that was an
structures are
interesting use of
fortified.
Lycan Ultimate.
What? Just the farm, or
He just popped it. I don't know why.
dude? More misclicks, I guess. That's what we'll attribute it to.
Come on, man! You're making it too easy for your haters.
I know. I'm trying to be a Lua apologist here, but it's hard, man. Lua, it's hard.
Seriously,
It's hard to defend you day after day. Please make my job easier.
Yeah, I mean, he was standing at the tower and he popped his ultimate, and I don't know why.
I think he was trying to buy. I was trying to buy items, and I imagine one of the hotkeys he accidentally pushed F when he was trying to type the item. I've actually done that before, where you accidentally use
that's
like
possible.
where you're trying to type the item into the search bar,
Yeah.
and you haven't actually click the search bar, so you're still in your hero, and you accidentally use a spell. I'd say like
It's,
90% certain that's what happened.
Yeah, probably. It's a misclick for sure.
Yeah.
The thing is, it doesn't really I mean, at least it wasn't anything big. It's
Yeah.
still an early game, and it doesn't matter if he used his ultimate or not. He's gonna have it off cooldown.
I've
very
done
soon.
that with Echo Slam before. That's kind of embarrassing.
That's embarrassing though. You just look so impotent when you do it. Yeah, it's also really bad with Tide Ravage. Gotta just stand there and just ravage something. I don't know. I think it happened to all of us at
Dire's
some
bottom
point.
tower
And
is under
that's
attack.
a given. But in a professional match, you're supposed to not
Yeah.
do stuff like that. So,
Exactly. Like, end of the day, small little mistakes like that, there's a reason they happen, but they just shouldn't happen to begin with.
Yeah. This is so annoying though. They just kind of IG are still trying to push that bot tower, but this tree armor.
Getting pretty low. Maybe this next push maybe finished off. Winter without Blink Dagger, they're not too scared of him just running in with the call, but they really got to commit to this one. Without the glyph here, it looks like they'll get Winter gets stunned up. There's more TPs coming in. The wall being deployed as well. I like that from the Dark Sea. Tower goes down to the Enigma.
Dire's bottom tower
Ring Chains lands
has
on
fallen.
YYF. He hasn't got a surge. Pops the Iron Shell on himself, and a good tower push coming out. And so
They
Winter,
had all the time in the world to deny that tower, and they didn't do it. Which
yeah, they really want to try and heal it up. It feels like they just got a bit greedy almost more than anything.
A tower was done for, and the tree was going in for
Not
leech seed
on
instead
my
of just
watch.
right clicking the tower. That was 100% deny if they did it correctly.
Away.
It's
But
just
still.
constant push from IG.
Dire's bottom tower
It's a
is
good
under
thing.
attack.
I mean, the orange, as long as they don't have the blink on the axe, and clinks can't defend towers for at all. Like they can just consistently push them out of the lane.
Well,
Sox is such a long way away from anything substantial. So
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
haven't seen Lua get involved just yet. He's got the early medallion, getting close to a Vlad's as well. He's just constantly harassing Ysiri. Pops a medallion on him, right clicks him with the wolves, and that does so much damage.
it's so annoying. Yeah.
Oh my god. I
Yeah,
really
Flame
like
Guard
the
doesn't help
solo
you
mid
against
medallion
that.
rush just for this very reason.
It's Flame Guard doesn't help you against Wolf critting you the whole time.
Like the
So-
damage output is much scarier with a medallion than the Vlad's. Like you can always go back and get the Vlad's afterwards.
Exactly. It's not like you're goofing up to push at the moment. So
Yeah,
It's
they're
fine,
pushing
and
without
you're
him,
not-
which it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Lycan can just sit mid and get his farm up for now at least.
yeah. Darkseer, how close is he to his mech? Oh, he actually is having it already. It's being
Oh,
delivered,
wow.
so he's got his mech. That's a lot faster than the first game.
Yeah, he's got his
Holy
mech.
crap,
Twan has his
that's-
arcane boots and Enigma.
This is a
Pretty good.
much better game from IG. This time they are the ones forcing the issue. They're just
Yeah.
pressuring the map. So definitely a much better performance from them in game 2.
Yeah, there's only been one kill so far, but it's constant pressure and aggression from IG, even if there's no kills that result from it. They're going to drop a
Yeah.
heal wave at bottom and just try and pressure the tier 2 tower now. It's constantly towers under siege. Axis blink.
It's a good thing they're doing. Yeah.
Axe is getting close.
Let's see. Yeah.
Dire's bottom
They really need to
tower
get
is
something
under
done though.
attack.
They're probably going to lose the tier 2 before it happens.
Yeah.
The tier 2 bot lane. At
It's-
least they haven't gotten tier 1 mid yet, but I think that's
Yeah.
only a matter of time.
We're getting to a point where they need to bring the Lycan to the pushes, because the actual physical damage to bring down towers is against the living armor is not really there anymore. Like the Eidolons were nice for a bit, but it feels like they do need more on top of that.
Someone who's just been quietly farming away on top lane is Ferrari. He's got Midas,
Yeah.
Vitality Booster. He's actually having a really good game. He's very comfortable. He's leading the CS scores, together with Darkseer. So 3 of the IG heroes actually leading with CS scores. So Orange, at the moment, it's just they haven't figured out a way yet to just counter the push. It was also very similar to Game 2 against HTT, where HTT just pushed them the whole time, and Orange couldn't respond.
Yeah, it was just constant siege. Very more early game push this time around,
Dire's
but
bottom tower is
so
under
far
attack.
so very good for IG. 12 minutes in, they've taken a lot of towers. They've got it. Holy crap! It's an 8k gold lead. That's huge for 12 minutes in.
Yeah, it's only been 1 kill so far, but just superior map movement overall by IG. They managed to dodge the. I mean, Orange. I still think the decision to just put Axe solo offlane against Darkseer was bad, because Darkseer can get his mech way faster than the Axe can get his blink dagger. So.
And on top of that, you've got an Enigma farming jungle. So IG have 4 heroes farming to the Orange 3 heroes farming.
Yeah,
they've got 3 towers. They've got First Blood.
I think Sock's gonna go down there. It's just too much damage there.
Dust being used there very effectively, and they get a kill on the Clink, so... Slow down the Clink's item progression, and you're looking good if you're IG. Meanwhile, mid lane, Lua in some trouble. Does have the ulti here, will pop, but doesn't get the HP from this. Getting close to going down, graved up. He was so close to dropping below the threshold. He was on like 310 HP. It's 300 and he would have been dead if Axe can actually get off the Culling Blade.
Yeah, him not dying though is really
Dire's
big.
top
So
tower is under attack.
Yeah,
it's once again, and meanwhile Insidious, he's just sitting bot lane at the tower and just constantly healing enough. Essentially, that's apparently his job this game. But he's completely under. He doesn't even have his ultimate yet. He's level 5. So
yeah, I think it's nice they give him the solo lane to try and get the level 6 here, but it's still gonna be a tricky uphill battle for Orange. It feels like right now.
Indeed, yeah, and still Witch Doctor also level 4 only. So. They're completely under-farmed on all of their heroes. Like, Ysera is the only one who's having a good game, remotely good game, I should say. He's still trading in CS. Like, all of the IG heroes are above 70 CS, and the highest is Ysera with 56.
There's a Blink Dagger on Winter. They really need to use this Blink to get some kills now. I mean, even killing like the Weaver's possible, but I like the value booster he's picked up, the Vitality booster, just to help keep himself alive from any possible like Axe Blink gank.
Yeah, as long as he doesn't die essentially in the first burst, he can just time those out. So it's
Chuan gets caught. He's going to be called up, and this could be the death of Chuan. He needs to get that. Grave isn't going to help. No, he misses the dunk. Oh dear.
Just look at the damage that Ferrari was dealing at the same time to Dazzle. Dazzle just exploded.
There's no detection for shocks, unfortunately, but they may try. No, Winter gets the blink out, so.
Yeah. Still, it's just a 1-for-1 trade. It doesn't really matter for IG. They trade the Dazzle for the
meanwhile,
Witch
mid.
Doctor.
Lua's gone in very deep there.
Middle tower.
Trying to get the tier 1 tower, and does do so. The
He
Wolves
does
with the
manage to
last
get it.
hit.
Yeah, Wolf's OP, man. They just deal so much damage early game.
And meanwhile, Ferrari's pressuring top. It's just
Dire's
constant
bottom
split push
tower
and
is
pressure. And
under
then you've got
attack.
Darkseer bottom. Heroes all over the map, just applying pressure in different lanes. And Orange, their only way they get kills right now is Winter with his blink calls, because he's their sole initiation and lockdown, as far as I can tell. Like, there's Overgrowth now, which actually got used. I'm not sure where the Overgrowth was used.
They used it on mid lane against Lycan.
Oh, okay, that was where he almost died. Okay.
Yeah. It's but apart from that, yeah, Enigma has his blink dagger, so everything is looking rosy there for IG. They're in this game then still kind of as individuals, but they managed to apply a lot of pressure, and Chuan is there with saves the whole time. So Chuan is having a really good game on Dazzle so far. I think it's playing really well.
They picked a lineup which suits playing as 5 individuals, it feels like.
Yeah, it seems so. They can just split push.
Yeah. Go heavy split push, and just all these heroes which are pretty sustainable on their own. Like Weaver doesn't need the backup. Pretty hard to gank. Lycan in the mid lane Lycan's been on his own the entire game, really. Doesn't have a care in the world though. He's actually getting pretty damn farm now.
The thing is, IG are not. They already know Klinks he's not gonna get his Orchid anytime soon, and even if he does, at this stage of the game, the IG heroes are too tanky, so he's not gonna be able to solo kill anybody. So that Klinks last pick from Orange just not working out at all.
No,
Klinks is out of this game essentially, and apart from that, they do not have any damage source. Ember Spirit still needs the damage item to get online. He's still trying to complete his drums, so it's really slow. It's really slow. Orange can't do anything. They have Blink Core, but who's gonna follow up on it?
And now now on the IG side, they've got double blinks themselves. Both Darkseer and Enigma pick up blinks, so they've got the good counter initiation. You can try blink call in, but if Enigma's sitting behind, he's ready for that counter initiation, possibly a black hole, even just a blink Malefice to try and save someone like Ferrari's life. And the push comes. This time they're going to have 4 heroes. YWF is bottom, so they don't have the mech up here with them, but they've still got a pretty scary push with the Lycan.
I don't think that Orange can actually win the fight at the moment.
Yeah.
They have blink black hole.
These Lycan wolves just scouting everything. Winter going to get caught out.
Yeah.
No blink for you. Malefice is there. And I think Winter's just dead.
He's stuck, actually.
Yeah. Gone. Done for. Ferrari can time lapse out of this one. Will need to do so. Gets out of there okay, though. The car's bouncing around, but no one's really coming even close to dying once the time lapse has been used. And this is a DD Ember Spirit, and they're just not scared of a DD Ember Spirit right now.
YY has a blink as well, so...
Yep.
Oh, Ember Spirit needs to be really careful. If he didn't... Yeah, exactly. If he didn't run it out
Caught
there...
Sharky, though. Blink back into the Malefice, and no way out for Sharky.
It's just overall, this time Orange are looking the one completely lost. They have no idea how to deal with the push from IG.
It's like
They
the
don't have
opposite
a
of Game
proper
1.
push.
This is exactly what Orange did to IG in Game 1.
Yeah.
Versus
And it's, they can just go high ground. I think they don't feel, as long as Axe is not up, they can't initiate, so just might as well get some damage done before he's back up.
Yeah, they'll get some damage to the tier 3 back off. Probably even consider going for Roshan soon. Maybe they want to take down a few more tier 2 towers first, but
yeah,
Roshan definitely has opened up if they want to go for it.
It's such a much better game though from IG. This time they're still, as you said, they're as individuals, but it's working out because they can apply pressure better. Like this Clink still, what's he going for? He's got broadsword. Is he instantly going for crit? Yeah. Like he already is giving up on the Orchid. He knows even if he goes Orchid, he can't solo kill anybody.
Orchid doesn't help against the 5-man push anyways, so you're better off going for like this kind of build, I guess. Like it's still not a good build by any means.
The hero overall is just bad against a 5-man.
Yeah,
so.
yeah. Oh, we'll see what he can find here. Meanwhile, mid lane, IG. Ooh, almost catch up Winter there. Gets the blink out in time, though. YWF chasing him with a blink vacuum. Not going to be enough follow-up. No one to accompany YWF on the chase.
Winter's actually the one going for the mech now, but it's going to come so late. Even if they get a mech, I don't think they can team fight at all. IG are still have a stronger fight. Weaver, Vitality Booster, Lincoln Sphere, Midas, Treads, Minute
so
19.
scary.
Really scary. Like,
once he gets the Desolator, towers are just going to start melting so fast.
Yeah. And look at Lure. He says, well, I don't need an Necro book. I just go straight hard.
This is, I mean, I prefer the Necro book, but I think Heart's fine as well. Like, it's one of those games where I just don't know how much it's going to matter what item he goes.
Yeah. What he's going to do is just, he's the one sieging. So he tanks the tower while the rest of his teammates do damage, really. So. And even when he gets a heart, how are they going to kill him? They have 0 damage. They can't kill the Lycan if he has a heart. Like, it's completely impossible. Like, who's going to kill him? Klinks doesn't nearly have the amount of damage. They used the dust spot, and they knew that Sox was around, but they actually missed him. So
even if you go on him with like a blink call and an overgrowth, there's a Dazzle who's going to be seen behind him with a grave, so you can't kill him during that duration. And then hey, he pops his ultimate and he escapes and he heals up using the heart regen. There's just so many like backup plans for IG. In this
he's
game.
gonna have 2.5k HP. How are they gonna chew through it?
Darky at bottom, he's just gonna get solo killed by Ferrari.
Yeah,
it's too easy for Ferrari.
This game is essentially also over. Same as game 1, you could just see it come from a mile away if it continues going like this.
It's almost a 20k gold lead. With this tower, it's practically is. I'll go Roshan after this.
Yeah, they can't stop it. They don't even have the team fight. Like last game, IG at least had Darkseer and Sand King to try to stop something like this. But
they don't see shocked here. They've gone on YYF. He needs to pop the mech ASAP. Does get it off. The dunk gets avoided. The grave is there as well. Vacuum wall coming out. YYF may die to the battle hunger if he's not careful. Still a decent enough amount of HP. And looks like he will survive. The Axe not sharing the same fate, unfortunately. He goes down.
It's a level 1 battle hunger, so
yeah.
It's not going to take him down at all. It's just terrible.
It's like you say, this game is over, I think. Call it what it is. There's no coming back for Orange.
Yeah, too many heroes who can't do anything at this stage of the game.
Yeah.
I mean, you're in trouble. Yeah.
Sharky's on 600 now. Make it 450 net worth. I think he's got food. That's all he's got.
Ferrari is solo killing a Clinks.
Huh. On the high ground.
Solo killing a Clinks. Normally it's the other way around, but in this game it doesn't matter.
Oh, the Treant's in trouble as well. He hasn't got Nature's Guide. He does pop the overgrowth off, but that'll slow down and try and get self-grave for just good measure. Gotta make sure that you're okay here. Winter goes in, may get the kill on Chuan here. Chuan in some trouble. The black hole being used immediately cancelled. Is there mana? There needs a dunk. It's on cooldown. There's no dunk coming out. 3 heroes down the orange side here. Ysera.
Ferrari is still standing there. Just away,
well, that's a Witch Doctor. He's still got time lapse, so Ferrari will get the kill and probably time lapse out. Time lapse. There we go. Now he can try and kill the Witch Doctor again. Nope, decides against it. Ill advised. He wants to go back in now. Now he's ready with the medallion. One more right click and that's a team wipe. Orange Esports. They're done for in game 2. It looks like we're going to see another 1-1 draw for them. So, end of the day, it's still a good result for Orange, even if they lose this game. But this game itself was a terrible result.
I don't think they were expecting to win 2-0 against IG. So
no. They were so like seeing them in their player booth. Like when they won that game 1 against HE2, they were jumping up and down in excitement. When they won game 1 against IG, they were looking really happy as well. So I think they'll remember those wins and think, okay, we still got a good result today, end of the day.
That's true. It's just lineup problems once again. They can't deal with split push and yeah, Lure, that's not your base.
That harder to harass. Oh my gosh. Weaver's cleaning up here. Ferrari. They'll actually kill Lure, even with the heart. Yeah, there's a Deslay now in Ferrari. He's just doing so much right-click damage. Gets graved unnecessarily, but it's GG. Sharky calls it. You've lost Rax. It's 23 minutes in. The gold graph is just getting out of control, and with that 25k gold lead, we'll see the throne go down.
Oh, they actually managed to end this goal.
Nice, not bad. Not bad.
Yeah, objective achieved.
Well, it was a decent day for Orange. They had some ups, some downs. The highlight, I think, being that comeback in game 1, but I think the best game for them is that game 1 against IG, where they just walked all over IG.
Definitely. Yeah, they just took them to town. It was a very impressive performance by them. IG, of course, difficult draft to win with it. But
yeah.
If they just don't do anything, I mean, as I said, I think the game 1 draft by IG was not even bad. It was actually quite good, but they just didn't execute it properly. And this time around, though, they did a lot better job, and instantly Orange gets stomped back. So. It's a 1-1 draw, as you said. I think Orange can be content with their first day in China. IG, not so much, but they still have time to catch up later.
That game too just didn't feel like a Dota game to me. Like I don't know what it was about it. Maybe I'm just like not focused on the game. I'm a bit sick and stuff, but it's like that just did not feel like a normal Dota game in any way at all.
No, it was as I said, IG was not even playing as a team that much.
Yeah,
but
like,
their draft just was better, I think.
You had Faith trying to kill Ancients as a level 2 Enigma.
Yeah, it was as I said, both teams making huge mistakes. Lure just popping ultimates, and he going Fury Impulse on level 1 and randomly using his wolf form, but still, they still won the game just by matter of draft and lineup. So in the end, it's I think Orange still they can take some lessons from that game. Where they really need to figure out a way to deal with pushing lineups, and if they can do that, I think they have a good chance. They definitely have the individual skill necessary to stay in this competition. So hopefully they'll do even better in the upcoming days.
If they get some wins, like they are a legit contender for the top 6. 6 of these 12 teams from the Asian groups will advance. Orange have only played 3 series. They've still got another 8 series to go, and if they get some wins, and there's teams like Orenda, Tongfu, CIS who they should beat, all they have to do is get some draws or wins against teams like LGD, DT Club, Newbie, whoever it may be. You get some draws there, they could theoretically still squeak by and make it into the playoffs. It's a long shot, but it is a possibility.
Yeah, I think at the moment in the Chinese scenes, many Chinese teams also just consistently beat each other, so it doesn't really, there is no clear hierarchy. I still think DK is above the rest if they are playing seriously and not messing around and experimenting the whole team. But the rest of the Chinese teams, LGD is in recent games resurging, so they are actually playing a lot better recently than they have been in the past. Apparently they just found their footing now again. After Xiao 8 departed, it was about time though that Yao stepped up. I think Yao is actually a really good captain and drafter, so I think LGD are a lot better than they were before. The rest of the teams, BG Gaming looks really consistent and strong. IG is inconsistent. On their best days, they stomp other teams. On the worst days, they just do nothing and lose. And the rest, and DT Club, of course, like recent popularity with Air's Brewmaster, everybody likes him. So yeah,
and they win without it. Even without his Brewmaster, they win in games as well. So it's It's not just a one-trick pony for a DT club. I think they actually, I mean, this is a team made up of mostly the former Rising Stars who, like, TI3 qualifiers, they caused a few upsets here and there. Like, they actually beat some top-tier teams in WPC Season 1. So they weren't consistent by any means, but they took some big wins. So
Yeah. And I think what sets them apart from many of the so-called Tier 2 teams in China is their decision-making. I actually think it's quite good.
Yeah.
Like, their late-game decision-making is quite good.
They've got a lot of experienced players there to help. Like, Air's been around since way back in the Dota 1 days, and even players like Super and XDD have been playing for a long time. So I think their experience really helps them there. Yeah,
definitely. So we got a few interesting games to look forward to, definitely.
Yep. Well, you can see the schedule there up on the stream. Orange are going to have 3 more days of WPC Dota action. Tomorrow they're taking on Dreamtime, DK, LGD. The day after that, Sunday, they're taking on CIS, Nubian, Vici Gaming. Before the final day, Monday night, they're going to be versing Tongfu and Orenda. And then they're done. That's going to be it. 4 days of WPC matches for Orange, and we'll see exactly how they fare. But for today, guys, Orange round things off. 2 wins, 2 losses, 2 draws. Not a bad effort for them. Thanks everyone for tuning in as always. It was a lot of fun casting some of these games. Thanks, Slash, for joining me. It's always nice to have someone join me.
Yeah, I know you're sick, so
yeah. Hopefully I'll be recovering soon.
You made it through the cast, so you didn't lose your voice throughout the cast. So good job on that one. No, thanks for having me. Also, the games weren't exactly the people would probably classify as the highest quality games, but still, it's all of this is the lead up to the international qualifiers and what lies beyond. So it's interesting to see how the teams are preparing for it, and I think people can learn a lot just by if people are trying to improve on, say, their own clan wars and just trying a captain's mode. I think those games are kind of helpful, just seeing what mistakes teams make and how drafting works out and stuff like that. So yeah, those were definitely some interesting games. Not the most exciting ones, but still.
No. Well, game 1, the one game you missed was the most exciting, Slash. So, unfortunately for you,
because of CTYSF simply.
Dude, CTY, man, I don't know about him.
CTY, what a player, what a thrower.
What a player. And on that note, guys, we're gonna be taking down the stream. We've had a long fun broadcast here, but thanks everyone. We'll see you tomorrow for more WPC Dota action. Head on over to the Beyond the Summit 2 channel. We've got some Summit Europe playoffs action. Fnatic are taking on the Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. I think it's currently tied 1-1, so they're in a Game 3 decided between Fnatic and Power Rangers. So head over to twitch.tv/BeyondTheSummit2. LD's casting over there. Tell them I sent you. But guys, we're done for today. We'll see you tomorrow for more WPC Dota action.